Hey, we are at Bay Horse Mountain. You can barely see. Oh, huh. Well, we're having fun. We're going to see these awesome
mining
buildings, and it'll be so much fun. We have about an hour hike, and it'll be just a fun time. If you want to know where how long it took about a long hour to get here, but it's okay from Grammy and Papa's house. We're going to enjoy the stuff that we see and that stuff that we like. There's tons of houses here, and they call it Bay Horse Mountain. And sometimes they call it Ghost. And there's like a ghost. Sometimes there's ghosts, and sometimes they're not. But if my father wants to let you see ghosts, it's okay.
We don't know the date.
Well, we're going to have fun, and there's these beautiful mountains if you want me to show you.
You should know because it's the day after your anniversary.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. It'll be very fun.
All right, we're here in the historic town of Bay Horse, part of the state park here in Idaho. Bay Horse was founded in 1864. Basically what happened is a group of prospectors was walking around the Salmon River and met a guy with 2 bay horses, and he told them about up this canyon in front of me. Up this canyon this way, there was some really rich mining ore deposits, and so the prospectors never could find the guy, and they couldn't really find the area that he was talking about, but they followed the creek up and they found ore, silver lead ore. I think it said in 1877, and they basically started mining from there. Over 100,000 tons worth of ore was mined out of here, and so, or it was, sorry, not 1877, it was 1872. They found it, and it became a mining district officially in 1877. So, starting in 1864 to 77, roughly 13 years, Bay Horse became its own little town. It's pretty neat. Got a old tube to transfer water. They would cut these planks up and then wrap it in wire, and then the water would flow through. And then some old buckets, some steel buckets, they would haul the ore in. So these sluices behind me are part of an old smelter, and it was built almost right away. Mine was conceived, and it cost $35,000 to build, and in its first month of operating it brought in $100,000. However, they had tip in, because it was a coal it was a coal running piece of equipment, and they would have to bring the coal in from as far as Pennsylvania, and so it became it became too expensive to operate, and so it quit running about 10 years after its inception.
This building right behind is Wells Fargo.
Good. The Wells Fargo building. You know what that is?
Nope.
Hey, I'm right here. Kind of cool to see some of these old foundations here for buildings. Look how gorgeous the hill is. What's that? What was that?
The billiard cue, you know, when you shoot billiard, shoot pool?
Yeah.
It was patented from up here. Right here.
Were they shooting pool?
Mobile, I didn't know there were a thing back then.
What?
Mobile.
Did you know that?
What, babe?
It was built this way to allow gravity to do a lot of the work. I didn't know that. After an initial crushing to storage bins, the ore passes through the stamp mill, then swoosh. Do you know where the bathroom is?
Anywhere.
Oh, you mean up there? On the hill? Sure, I'll try not to tip over.
House here's got some old buckets in it. Maybe oil or hydraulic fluid, or probably just oil. Got some old boilers, maybe some sort of air tank. Air, maybe not. Was that a fridge right there?
What is it, Ash? What is it? What do you hear? Oh, do you hear the birdies? Do you hear the river?
Mom. Whitwalk thing.
So the reason why the building's shaped like this is you would have all your ores come in up here at the top, and then they kind of just let gravity do all the work, you know. So you would have your ores coming in, they would be crushed, crushed down, and then it would go through sluicing and then acetylene pools, and then out through your mining carts or whatever to take down the mountain. Packing plant, I don't know. I'm sure they also have a sleeping quarters in there. Imagine waking up for work every day, and then at the end of your shift, after working your nuts off, coming out and seeing this view over here.
It looks like almost like one of those.
Prior to the 1900s here in Bay Horse, they were able to mine out about $7 million worth of silver, $3 million worth of lead, and eventually the downfall of Bay Horse was the dwindling stocks of high-grade ore and devastating wildfires. Kept burning parts of the town down. So right behind me you got this lovely brothel saloon. Behind me, that was an old hotel, and at any given time more than 300 people lived here in Bay Horse, so significant population for a mining town. Front right by Bob Tilk. Oh, I mean Tilk.
See how
Hey.
this has bark?
Just kidding. Yeah.
And then this is fresh. And then see all those other trees? Those elk, when they grow their horns, they're really fuzzy and they're super itchy. They're like the biggest itch ever. So they come up here and they go. Yeah.
Can you practice, Paige? You go practice on it.
Ladybug, took ladybug. Go and pick up the ladybug.
Ladybug, ladybug, fly away home.
What is this?
So right here are the kilns, and these kilns, they switched from hydropower and steam for running all their furnaces and stuff to smelt to charcoal, and so that's what these electricity through the burning of fire. It was a lot cheaper because a lot of their coal for the steam came from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and the nearest railroad connection was Union Pacific in Salt Lake City. So from there all the way up to here, which was like 350 miles on a wagon, all that coal was brought in that way. And so yeah, supply out was also taken that way. And then eventually they dropped a railroad station in Blackfoot, and so their 350-mile route just became a 150-mile route. So you can see some of these tailing piles, and I took a picture of them before, but you can kind of see some holes where they dug out. I guess the lady was telling us that works there that the Chinese had their own camp. They couldn't work with the white people, and they would do all the laundry. And so basically the Chinese people, when they would finish their work doing the laundry, they would just mine these little random pockets to try and strike it rich. Well, part of me wonders if this is one of those caves that those guys would work out of. There's more off to somewhere over here. Anyways, let me see it, babe. So the top of this used to be right here. This is the earthquake site. When I just read it, it spanned 21 miles north. So pretty much from here, 21 miles north, caused $15 million worth of damage in Mackay and Chalice, ruined roads, and was the largest recorded earthquake for water. New springs and craters, 400 billion gallons of water. The quake happened in 1983, and it was a 7.3 earthquake. This building right
This
behind me.
building right in front of, right behind me, is a building right Feeling good. I can't remember.
What's behind you? Is it called Wells Fargo?
Where's Fargo?
So say it again.
It's the building right behind is Wells Fargo.
Good. Wells Fargo building. You know what that is?
Nope.
Hey, I'm right here. Asher,
A ghost.
what was he doing?
He was trying to eat us.
The ghost is trying to eat us.
Yes.
He can't though because he's invisible.
But he don't. I can see ghosts.
That's my ride, folks.